All right, guys, good morning and welcome to the new member orientation for today. And we're going to be going over a few things that the company has added recently and get you familiar with your back office sum. So I want to make sure that everybody can hear me correctly. If you can hear me and see the screen, then go ahead and type in the number 1 in the chat box and let me know that you can hear me and that you can see what's going on. Okay, good. Perfect. So then today we're going to go over a couple of things. First thing I want to do is make sure I want to always emphasize that you have updated your payout wallet. Make sure that your wallet address is in there so that you can get your commissions at the end of every day. And when it's time to pay out your commission, you can go directly to your wallet. So you want to make sure you've got that there. Okay. So one of the things that I want to go over today that I want to share with you guys, if you have any questions about what you've seen already, or if you've been in your back office, or if you've been clicking around, or you have any questions about related to anything with the system or the business, just drop it in the chat box and I will answer it as soon as I see it. So what I want to go over with you guys today is we want to go over this new feature called the holding tank and the holding tank status. And this is really something that's really useful to provide incentives for your new members to get started. Now, if you've already watched the 7-week success plan, which I highly recommend as part of the process, so you can get a clear vision for what's possible for you over the next 7 weeks if you focus and dedicate and discipline yourself to really focus on working your business. So with that said, another one of the things that we talk about in that training is, being able to help your people get their sales with the sales they need, or help them with volume or things along those lines. And one of the ways that you can do that is with this holding tank. Now, I'm gonna come over here to so the first thing you want to do is you want to enable it on your account. Otherwise, if by default it's disabled. So if you want to use the holding tank, which I would highly recommend, you want to have it enabled on your account. Simply click enable here, click apply, and that's going to update that setting in the system. If you have it disabled, then the system is going to automatically place them wherever you have whatever leg you have here in this setting as far as leg placement. So you want to make sure you have this enabled so that when you sign someone new up, let me come over here and show you their name, they're going to go into this section right here, which is your holding tank. It's going to give you their username, the package that they came in on, as well as how much time is left for you to place them. Because when someone new comes in, you have 24 hours to place them in your organization. Right here, you'll see a countdown timer, letting you know how much time you have left to place that individual. And then lastly, it'll have the actions that you can use. You can either choose to there'll be 3 buttons. One that says place on the left, one that says place on the right, and one that says place automatically or place on the weaker leg, which the system will calculate based on the volume and number of people, which is the weaker leg, and place that individual there. Now, if you don't have this active, again, the system's going to automatically place the person on whatever you have here in your default leg placement. So make sure that you are aware of that. Now, what's the benefit of having this holding tank? Well, there's a lot of them. As you've already known, the idea, the focus for the next 7 weeks is first you get your first 2 within 48 hours, and then from there you focus on helping your new teammates get their 2, and so on and so forth. Now, a really important part of that is your new members are going to need a motivation. They're going to want to have incentive to want to do the business. Now, if the compensation plan is more than enough incentive, because really it is really lucrative and the company does pay out really good commissions. But as an added method that you can use to have your people grow even more is you can incentivize them by saying, okay, good, if you get your first one within today, or you get your first 2 within the 48 hours as is scheduled, as it's planned in the plan, then I have someone in my holding tank that I'll be able to place under you if you're able to get your first sale. And what that does is that really helps them, motivates them, gets them working hard and diligently for their business, but it also allows you to help them grow your business as well and theirs, because it allows you to provide volume for them. It allows you to provide directs for them. So it's a really beneficial tool to have as far as building your team and giving them just another way to another motivation, another way to incentivize them to really work the business and close as many deals as possible. So this is really important, and you're going to want to keep this in mind when you're thinking about strategy. If you want to go back every now and then and look at your, under my downline, your binary network, look at what side is weaker, look at who's not active, or look at who is building but who could use some help, and really encourage your downline by giving them that incentive of saying, listen, work, get a sale, and I've got someone that I can place under you also. I'll match you that person that sale that you made. And that's going to really encourage them, because it makes them feel like you know that you are there, that you want to help them out, and that you're not just looking to get rich yourself, but you're also looking to help your team grow and become wealthy as well. So this is a very important part of your very important tool to use, is the holding tank. Now, let me come in, and I want to share something with you, because under my promotion section, we're going to go really quickly over the marketing systems the company has given you built in, because it is important that while you've already implemented the 7-week success plan, and you've gotten your first 2 in your first 48 hours, and you're starting to focus, and you're focusing on helping those 2 get their 2 now for the next 2 or 3 days. Then once you get that rolling, right, at about the 2nd week, you will also want to add another way of building, having a constant stream of new potential clients or leads, right? And how do you do that? Why would you do that? Because as well as all the money that was calculated in the 7th-week success plan is only without you doing any more personal sales other than just those first 2 sales. And that's good, and that's the system that we highly recommend. But you don't want to be, or you want to have both ends of these options, because you want to also be building your direct line as well. So in addition to the 7-week success plan, once you've got that rolling, you can work on implementing your marketing system through advertising avenues on social networks or classifieds, whether free or paid classified pages that you can search. So I'm going to go ahead and let me see something. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here to my promotions, and I'm going to show you guys real quick how you can start using this system, the built-in system that the company has provided for you to generate leads. So the first thing I'm going to do is, let's say let's start with the classified ads, right? Classified ads. So there's a lot of classified ad pages, as well as post pages that you can go and post classifieds for free on. So we'll just find any of them like this, classified ads. Some of the sites you may have to sign up for, other ones will let you post without signing up. So then what you're going to do is you'll simply find, let's say, announcements, community find. Obviously, you want to make sure that it is relevant to the topic, because if not, then your ads could get flagged, or they obviously won't be as effective because you're not speaking to the right people. But let's say, for example, there was an announcement here, and then let's say it says create your own ad in Earth announcements. So then simply click on, you go through the process of creating the ad on the platform. So community announcements, location. I'm just gonna go global real quick. Oh, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna allow me to get that option. Okay, so then let's say Florida. Right, so let's say Florida Keys. Add title. So let's gonna say new system doubles Bitcoin. Doubles your Bitcoin. Doubles your Bitcoin. No, we're gonna change this to new system to legally double your Bitcoin. Ask me first. Now, what's really neat is you can come up with your own text, but then here's a really neat thing. The company's also provided you text messages. So for example, you could use any one of these, grab one of these. So let's say, okay, so let's grab the text from this one, right? I'm gonna copy it, bring it over here, and I'll paste it right here. It says the highest valued currency in the world is now combined with the highest revenue industry, Bitcoin and sports. See how this can change your financial life. Now, if you, as you can see here, it says HTML. If we click on this button, what's really neat is watch this. Let's come back over here to the social postings. Let me see. I don't really see this description. It doesn't give me any dimensions. So here's what we can do. We're gonna grab one of these codes. We can grab this one, right? And in addition to that text right there, you can paste it right here. And then what that's gonna do is it's actually gonna generate this image right here onto that post, and it's actually gonna link it directly to my referral link. So let's say here your name, right? And this is oops, BTC. Okay. Okay, just fill out the information. Obviously, you want to fill out as much as possible because you, of course, want to make sure that people can reach out to you, right? You're putting the ad out on so that people can reach out to you. So you want to make sure the information is correct. I don't know what the zip code is. So let's go zip code Florida Keys. And we'll wait for that search result to come up. Meanwhile, expires in 6 months. You can put the ad out, the post for however long you want it to be. Some of them have time limits, some of them don't. 3307, that works. 33, wait a minute, what is it? I'm missing a number here. 33037, 33037. Expires in 6 months. Put in the code, the capture so that they know that you're, and like here you can actually even add an image, but we're not going to because the image is already placed in with the image that we grabbed from the thing. And then you can click on post this ad, and that's going to go ahead and post it. And as you can see, boom, there it goes. Description: highest valued currency in the world is now combined with the highest revenue industry, Bitcoin and sports. See now how this can change your financial life. Here's the image, right? Sports Trading BTC. Finally, a way to make money from sports. Get paid in Bitcoin daily. It's so simple. Click here now, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And the person can just click, and boom, it's gonna take them to the replicated site with your referral link. And if you click on, if the person were to click on register, you can see that it has your information there, right? So that's how you could use that Now, another option that you could use is, let's say, for example, if you didn't want to use this image, so I'm going to go ahead and edit this image, this ad. If you let me edit, give me a second here. Here we go, edit this ad. And what I'm going to do is that instead of putting in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the image, right? Because let's say I wanted it to go to the capture page, because again, remember, these are people that you don't have their contact information, so you're going to want to capture their information when they get to your site. So let's say, for example, let's stay with this image. So I'm going to say save image as, and then once it downloads, okay, I'm going to put here banner 2, save it on my desktop just so I can find it. Okay, now I'm going to come back over here to the ad. Now, as you can see, it says here, you can choose the file. So I'll choose it from here, add it, right? And that's going to upload that image. And now what you're going to do is you can see how this can change your financial life. Come back to your dashboard or to your back office under my promotions, go to your lead pages. Oh, logged me out. Go back to your lead pages, right? And now simply select the one that you want to use. I like using this one, so I'm just going to copy here, click the OK, and then it says, see how this can change your life. And then click, you can paste the URL right there. You want to make sure that it is hyperlinked, that it is active. So we'll put the link in there, click OK. And then if I click post this ad, you'll see now what it looks like with, I forgot to add the phone number there again. But then now you see here, it has the link, the image is right here. People can click on it to get a better idea of the image, or and you can they'll click the link on here to find out more information, and that's going to take them to the opt-in page, the capture page, where they'll be able to see this brief review. If you haven't watched it already, they'll watch this review and the summary. That'll generate more curiosity, right? More desire to learn more. So then they'll fill out the form, and that'll go into your leads section of your back office, from which you can do follow up with some of the other messages as well. So essentially, that is basically how you would start using your marketing system to generate those stream of new leads every day. Now, once they've already entered into your system, which I think I don't have any yet. Okay, I deleted them all yesterday. So let me come back over here, to my lead pages. And once somebody puts their information in, that's not what I meant to do. Once somebody puts their information in, there is a training again on this entire marketing system in the back office under the video trainings section. But I did want to go over this real quickly with you guys. So then I'll just put in here, I'll put in a name, let's say John, right? Let's say an email is going to be btcbusiness@gmail.com, and then the country, and then the phone number, whatever they want to put in, and then they go show me. And that's going to take them to the sales page. And now what you'll do is that information is going to have shown up here in my leads. So then you click on my leads. Logging me out again. All right, guys. So then go back to my leads. And now, as you can see, there is that lead that I just submitted the form with. Now, you want to use the emails and the WhatsApp messages from here, because it's programmed already internally using the system. So this is the best way that I would recommend doing it. And then I would just suggest, now all you have to do is just follow up with that individual. It's asking if you're sure you want to send them a mail, click yes. And then here you simply select which mail you want to send. I would recommend sending in order, and using these emails as well as the WhatsApp messages in combination, so that you can follow up with them and have several contacts with the individual and have them join on your team, help them make that decision to get on board and change their financial life. So if there's any questions, go ahead and drop them into the chat box. If not, that was pretty much what we were gonna go over today. If there's any questions, let me know by typing in the question into the chat box. I'll wait a few moments here to see if we get any responses. If we don't get any responses, then I'm guessing everyone has got it, and we'll continue on. Okay, looks like there's no questions. Perfect. Well, thank you guys so very much for joining us this morning on the new member orientation. Have a wonderful day and much success.